I know it's been a while since I have did a video. It's mainly been because honestly there really wasn't much to say other than the winter was making me very ill and still is. Most of the days I've been spending in bed. If you can't tell, I'm there now. Not that I'm going to show you my entire bed. It's more of just telling you that's where I am if you can't guess. Anyway, I haven't told many people about this because, it's something private for myself, which I'm doing this for myself, not anyone else. But March 15th, I am having a bariatric surgery. I'm not doing the full gastric bypass. I am doing what is called the sleeve. I started my journey at 340 pounds. That was back in 2014. I have reached 280 pounds. Well, I actually reached 256, and then I gained some back. But still, I plan to lose more as the time goes on. Also in 2014, I found out I was celiac. So I don't eat gluten, which means a lot of the bread, carbs, and stuff are out of my diet. I do not eat sugar anymore. I use Truvia, which while it does have a tiny bit of sugar in there, it is 75% less sugar than any other sugar. So it's stevia leaf, ground up, and then the tiny bit of sugar they add in there to kind of make sure, like, if you bake something, it leavens out and everything. You don't even taste the sugar. You taste the stevia, which actually makes it taste pretty damn good. So for those of you having problems with weight, sorry, my hair sucks. I would recommend it. Seriously. And I don't drink soda anymore. I've cut out all soda because, first off, carbonation is going to be an irritant to my stomach once I have the surgery. Not only that, but soda's just plain bad. Even the diet soda, they've actually found that the diet sodas are attributed to obesity as much as regular soda does. Anyway, I'm not here to be preachy. Well, kind of I am, but there's a person I would like to speak to. So I'm going to do this like this. My message is for Amberlynn Reid. You need to stop making excuses for why you can't walk or do other stuff like the gym, because you have no excuse. There is no excuse. For me, I'm 41. I have bulging discs in my back, and now I have a pain condition called complex regional pain syndrome, or CRPS. That prevents me from doing things like walking, going to the gym, doing the stuff I would love to be able to do, like work, sit up. Because while I can sit up at sometimes during the winter, I have literally been in bed most of the time. I think I've spent 4 or 5 days this whole winter out of my bed, which is sad. It really is. I don't get to spend much time with my boyfriend because he's spending most of his time downstairs. And I have to lay in bed because I can't stand sitting up. It hurts too much. You don't want to get like me, Amberlynn. You don't. I don't know if your family has the precursors for CRPS, because nobody really knows. It just hits you. My family does because my mother had it, my sister has it, and I have it. My mother is passed on. My other sister might have it. We don't know yet. But the thing is, Amberlynn, you can do so much. You really can. You can cut out all the junk food you're eating, find healthier options, but you choose not to. And I know you sit there and say that you don't feel like you can do these things or it hurts. I get that. Believe me, I get that. I so get that. But when I was younger and like you and still hurting, I still walked. I walked everywhere. Went to the beaches, went to pools, did anything I could. But I didn't care about my weight. Why? Well, back then I didn't think it was that huge of a deal. I knew I was heavyweight. My peak was 340. I didn't care. Until I found out I had precancer in my uterus. And it was attributed to my weight. That, along with the fact that my father had messaged me, well, actually he called me, and told me he was reaching 600 pounds, 580. I freaked. Because all I could see is with my immobility, with my back, that I was going to end up like him. Hi, Wheatley. That's my cat. He's cute. I know. Anyway, back to my message. That freaked me the hell out. Because all I could see was reaching his point. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be that big. I never wanted to be that big. 300, to me, not so big. Didn't matter. 340, again, didn't matter. Until then, it mattered. Since then, I have literally cut out everything I'm not supposed to have. I make my own hummus. I make everything from scratch of my own food. I know what I put in it. I know how healthy it is, how much sodium it is, which I don't use much salt. Because you don't really need it. The food gives you the flavor. You just have to be willing to let it happen. But the thing is you don't even cook. Ramen noodles is not cooking. Don't even give me that. And your mukbangs? Really? And you wonder how you got as big as you did? Eating that much food? For videos? Really? Come on, Amberlynn. Really? You need to stop destroying your body. Just because your health is okay right now doesn't mean it's not going to be bad years down the road. I thought like you did. I had never gotten diabetes. I had never gotten any of the stuff attributed with weight problems until the bleeding started. And I was bleeding for months at a time. For some odd reason, I had not known this, but I had polycystic ovaries. And so when I was 19 and forced into the marriage I had, my periods completely stopped. Like, completely. I need to sit up a little bit. This is killing me. New angle. Anyway. Yeah, I For years, my period stopped. I figured it was attributed to the disgusting, horrible man I had married. And learned that later on in life, I actually had polycystic ovaries, which is why I could never get pregnant. It's why I could never do many things, actually, for trying to have children. It just wouldn't work. Which is, I always told myself by the time I was 40, if I didn't have kids, I wasn't going to have them. And I did help my friends and family raise their children. I have my god babies, who I love very much. I have my nieces and nephews. I love them because, my niece and nephew I helped raise, and I feel like they're secondary mom, whatever you want to call it. Not even. And I have my stepsons now. My love of my life has 2 sons. He and I have decided never to get married, but we consider each other our spouse. It's just kind of the way it is. I decided I never wanted to get married again after that horrible marriage I had. He was really bad to me. Would throw a baby mouse down into it was a baby rat. He threw it down into the cage when I had gotten angry at him for doing stuff in front of my niece, basically. She was like my niece. She was my friend's daughter, but I had known this lady since I was 6. And her daughter was 7, I think. 6 or 7. And, he was a very horrible man. He traumatized her really badly in front of me, and I was really upset over that. But anyway, back to my story. By the time I had reached 340, I was 39. And my bleeding was so out of control. I was using the heaviest tampons available because I hate pads. Not something you guys really need to know. But I'm proving a point here, so bear with me. I always knew there was something odd with the bleeding, so I finally got Obamacare, which allowed me to go into a hospital, a doctor, and find out what was going on with me. Well, it was so bad they couldn't even reach my cervix, so they put me under. I had to literally go into a surgical room, set up for a surgery and everything. And they put me under and checked in there and found a bunch of polyps. A week and a half later, I'm at my gynecologist's office, and I find out I have hyperplasia without the atypia. That is the second form of precancer. So I was told that I would either need to, not by this doctor. When I came to Baltimore, I was told by my gynecologist out here that it was attributed to my weight. And if I could lose enough weight, I could reverse it, possibly. If not, then I was going to have a surgery no matter what, because my uterus was going to come out. Well, I started the bariatric 2 years ago, almost. Went through everything. It takes a while. It really does. And then after that, I got the approval from my insurance because of my precancer. If I lose enough weight, that reverses, plus I can get off the blood pressure medicine, and I can get off the cholesterol medicine. And with all the medicines I have to take, believe me, 3 of them gone. Actually, no, because then I'd get off the progesterone too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 medicines, the equivalent of 5 pills gone. Because I have 2 for blood pressure, 1 for the cholesterol, and then I have 2 pills for my progesterone, because I have to take 20 milligrams of it just to prevent my body from reproducing more of that precancer cells while I'm going through all this. So anyway, long story short, I am going on March 15th to have my sleeve done. I'm already preparing for everything, and I expect it to be painful because the pain condition I have can move to the new area. So surgeries for me, no matter what, are a bit of a risk, because no matter what it is, if I get a trauma to a new area, my CRPS will move there. The CRPS is basically your entire nervous system is destroyed to where it is sending constant pain signals up to your brain. So you're always in pain, and it's so bad that nothing can really touch it. Like, I have so much pain that I can't manage most of the time. I can't even go downstairs and make myself something to eat half the time. So I just lay in bed drinking water and try to do as best as I can. If I'm feeling okay, then I make something to eat. A lot of the times it's popcorn without butter, and I've made a pretty good seasoning that I use for it. It's celery salt, onion powder, paprika, and garlic powder. Mixed together, sprinkle on it, mix it up. It comes out pretty good. I don't put a lot on it. I mean, you don't need it like laying down with it. So I just put what I feel is probably best. That's usually my to-go-to snack for trying to get through a day, because I don't eat chips, I don't eat the pretzels, I don't eat anything that I shouldn't eat. I eat hummus, and when I have hummus, I use carrots and celery. I make my own hummus, which is delicious. I have every intention of making things with my bean flour because it adds protein and fiber, something that regular flour just does not do. I've made cakes out of it. I've made cookies. I've made cupcakes, pumpkin pie crust, a lot of things, and it's all come out great. And I'm using Truvia, not sugar, so it tastes good too. It has a tiny minuscule amount of sugar in it to keep it from like flattening the cake. Trust me, don't use full stevia, guys. Not on cakes and cookies and stuff. It just flattens them, and it does not come out good. It does not taste good. It is pretty bad at that point, but you gotta use Truvia. For drinks, I either drink water or I use Crystal Light Pure, which is with stevia leaf instead of sugar or even the chemical stuff, because I don't do chemicals from labs. I don't. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your life. Aspartame is really bad for you. I understand the whole thing of wanting to have the 0 calories. Trust me, I get it. But there's 0 calories through natural, or there's 0 calories through not natural. I prefer the natural. It's better for you. And your body can process it properly. Because the aspartame, trust me, your body ain't processing that crap. Not at all. It's just running right through you or clogging up your system still. Because it's been... Things like the chemical ones have been attributed to obesity rather than helping people lose weight. Which is sad because they market it as the healthier option. It's not. Stevia, however, has been used in China for many, many years, way before we even knew about it. And they used it for sweetening most of their stuff. So, you know, they knew what we didn't know, which is stevia was a natural sweetener and was better for you. Anyway, done with the preachy part. Now, Amberlynn Reid. Stop eating the cereals that are high in sugar. Stop eating cakes and cookies that are not homemade with bean flour and stevia to keep you from gaining weight. Of course, you'd still have to eat them in moderation. You can't eat them, like, constantly. It's eating stuff constantly just adds to the weight gain. And you need water to survive. Drinking diet sodas is not going to keep you alive. It's actually going to shrink your liver, shrink your kidneys, and it's going to kill you eventually. You need water. So start drinking it. I don't like the taste of tap water, so I've got a pure, what do they call them? It's a pure filter for a pitcher. And I change out the filter every 3 months, and I have water that's been filtered to taste better. You can't sit there and just eat what you want and think it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. You need to learn how to cook properly, because that chili soup is not cooking. I don't care what you think. That is not a chili. That is a soup. Different things. And from what someone said when they made it, it's not very good. Honestly, I didn't know how to cook either. Years ago, when I was a kid, my mom never knew how to cook. We were raised on things like ramen noodles, rice, white rice, not brown rice. French fries, which of course we baked, which was the better option, but hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, soda, anything bad for you, you name it, we had it. There was nothing fresh in our home, ever, except for apples and oranges around Christmas time. Just didn't happen to our house, because our mom didn't know how to cook. Oh wait, she did know how to cook one thing. Chicken and dumplings. And believe me, I intend to find a way to make a gluten-free version that includes my bean flour dumplings, because I so miss chicken and dumplings. Makes me want that. And one day I might. Not right now, though. I am stuck in my bed all the time. Not fun. Not something I'd wish on anyone. It's hard for me to walk. I have a walker now. I'm 41. Who wants to be on a walker at 41? You don't want to end up like I have, Amberlynn, sorry, Lee. Come on, Aaron. You don't want to end up like me. Believe me, you don't. It's not worth it. It's not fun. And you deserve so much better. But you need to work for it. Sitting there and blaming other people for your fails is not going to work. Trying fad diets is not going to work. It is a life change. Period. Life change. You need to eat yogurts that are high in protein, like Greek yogurts. You need to eat fruit that is fresh, or if not in season, get the frozen, mix it in with the yogurt, and eat it that way. It's good. I've tried it. Oh, I hate this. I can't. Sorry. I don't have a camera, so I have to use my phone. So I'm trying my best, guys. Sorry. Anyway. You need to change everything about your life. You need to walk around more. You need to be active. Don't end up like me, because now it's too late for me. I can't be active. I want to be active, but I can't be active. And it's not because I'm fat. It's because I got CRPS, which is preventing me from doing a lot of things I would love to do. I miss working. I miss getting out of the house. I miss not having to be stuck in bed. It's not right and it's not fair. And I do not want it for you. Please, for God's sakes, change your habits. Change what you do. Change how you do it. Cut chips out. If you must have chips, do the baked ones. They're not that bad. Cut out a lot of the processed foods. Because they're terrible for you. If you want a burrito, get a fresh one. Or make a fresh one. It's not that hard. You get tortillas. You ground up some beef. Put the taco seasoning in. Put it on there. Add some sour cream, some avocado or guacamole. Add some salsa. Add some rice. Add some beans. Please make sure the rice is the brown rice, though, or the wild rice, because white rice just turns into sugar. It is not good for you. Add some black beans, or refried beans, if you like the refried instead of the black. I prefer black. They're good. Wrap it up and eat it. It's far healthier than the shit you'll get in the stores. Pardon my language. Sorry. I remember you're not supposed to swear. Than the crap you get in the stores. That's weird. Either someone's having trouble breaking or something out there. Don't know. Anyway. Please, Amberlynn, for the sake of your life, learn how to cook properly. Cook for yourself and Becky. Make healthy choices. And stop blaming everybody else for your problems. Grow up and be an adult. Because, you know what? It's not going to change for you if you don't. You need to make the changes yourself. You need to see how unhealthy you are, and you need to realize that just because your blood work is coming back okay doesn't mean you're not healthy. You are unhealthy. Your weight is unhealthy. Your breathing is constricted because of the fact. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. Stupid phone. I'm sorry. And I can't edit this out because I don't know how yet. I don't have anything on my phone to do that. I'm using my other phone, damn it, for the flashlight. No, don't start Good Mythical More again.
Welcome to Good Mythical.
Oy vey. Sorry about that. I swear one day, if I can afford it, once I get on disability, because I have to go through physical therapy to get on disability, because I have to prove I can't get better, which physical therapy didn't help my sister, who has the same condition. Hers is all over her body, and we've almost lost her twice now because her heart rate is so fast that her body can't handle it. So she's almost died twice so far.